guys, thanks so much for joining me again today for another December daily video. So for today I have day 5 and day 6 for you. And for day 5 I decided to scrap about our home cook, our home roasted chicken. So we eat roast chicken some other times of the year as well, but in December we try to do it at least once, and we do the stuffing that's kind of more Christmassy, more nuts and dates and cranberries, etc. Which has been once again our tradition for a number of years. And so this year we did it in our new Weber, and so that is what I am going to be scrapping about. So for today I decided to pick out this pen paper, which is from the Felicity Jane kit, from her November's kit called I think Oh Dear, I believe. And so I'm just trimming the pen and paper down into pieces, and I was just thinking which one I want to use, and I believe I want to use this one that says notes, as well as this one which says home, but I'm going to trim the other pieces as well, just mainly because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be using them. And so I thought I'll just trim down at the same time to save some other time. And so I'm thinking about what I'm going to do with the number 5. I decided to go with this chipboard piece, which is from the main kit from Alliwoods. And just in case some of you, this is your first video, watching my December daily video, I've also included the earlier videos as well, just in case you want to watch in a series or anything like that. I am, for the December daily, I'm mainly going to be using the main kit from Alliwoods for 2016, as well as various other years that I've been participating, and also the Hip Kit Clubs and November kit, and also Felicity Jane kit from November as well. Now I pick out this die cut piece, which is from the Hip Kit Club's November kit, and also I decided to add this piece of chipboard here, which is from the main kit from Alliwoods. And as I said, the blue card is actually from Felicity Jane. Now I decided to add this piece of chipboard, which is from the December daily kit, and now I'm just thinking whether I want to emboss it. And I couldn't find my red embossing powder, and I kind of like having it white, and it kind of gives it a bit of kind of cleaner look. And so I just hear that down using some glossy accent, and I am letting that dry before I trim off just the top, mainly because I hear that down just kind of above the edge a little bit. Now I'm going to add some journaling here, which is I'm using this card here, which is from Felicity Jane. So my journaling says something like, Andrew cooked some stuffed roast chicken in the Weber, and it's been our tradition for a number of years, and I think something about the stuffing as well. Now I am just I'm trimming off that a little bit of the top, that 5, and the reason I did that is because I think I got this idea from Hollywood, to be honest. It's kind of like to give it a bit of movement at the top there. Now the next thing I am going to do is to trim down my journaling. So I printed out my journaling using just my printer, and the font I've used is Remington Noiseless, and just trimming down. I've also trimmed up a Starbucks cup as well, and I'm just seeing how far, and just kind of measuring it up a little bit, and just making sure that I'm not kind of losing that much of that space, mainly because I've got quite a bit of journaling in the back there, and the cup itself is relatively, I guess, short. So that cup is actually, I think it's a grande cup rather than a venti cup. And to be honest, I think next year I'm probably going to try to get a venti cup just so that I can fit some more journaling at the back there. But to be honest, I mean, I left quite a bit of margin there on the side. So I mean, that was, I could have, changed the font size and things like that. So that would have been fine either way. So now I'm adhering that down, the two sides there, and I am going to use this as part of my day number 6, which is a story about Starbucks. So our first Starbucks, I guess, Christmas drink for the year. And now once I've trimmed the excess off, I am just going to do some stamping. And I'm using this stamp set, which is, I believe, from the 2014, if I'm not wrong, from December daily 2014. And that year the kit came with a stamp set, which is really cool. It was a little bit more expensive than I think this year, so I think that's why you get a stamp set as well. And I'm using the Pendleton ink, so the Crafters ink, which is called Pendleton. It's a red one, and it says "Love this tradition." And now I'm using a random page protector just to measure up where I need to punch the holes. And I'm just using the Fiskars hole punch there. And that goes in there like that. I really like how the holes are bigger than the crocodile holes. I think the crocodile holes just kind of means if you use a crocodile to punch your holes, then I think they don't move as easily. Yeah. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this Avery tab, this green one, which is from Avery. And then I am going to add I'm going to do some stamping onto this white piece, which will go in the tag. And I'm using this stamp here, which is from the Magic stamp set from Magic Story stamp from Hollywood. I think it's from last year. I think it could have been like December last year or December the year before. To be honest, it could have been quite a long time ago. And I'm also using, once again, this stamp set, which is from the 2014 December Daily Kit, which says Make Merry. And the other side says, what does it say? Magic Happens. And I'm just using my VersaFine black ink there, fold that in half, and then insert that into the tab there. I was considering doing the red one, using the red one. I decided to go with the green one, just mainly because I've already used the red, the stamping there, and I didn't want to do over too much of the red stuff. Also partly because the back of that has a kind of a massive red cup, like a red cup from Starbucks there. Now, the next thing I am going to do is I'm going to include a 6x8 photo, which we took that day of our coffees. And so just in terms of the journaling, what did I say? So that was, I talked about how that was the first Starbucks trip we had that year. Well, not a trip, first Starbucks drink, Christmas drink, sorry, we had that year. And I had the gingerbread latte with whipped cream on top, of course, and Andrew had a toffee nut crunch, also with whipped cream. And I talk about whipped cream in general. I think I was just talking about how I don't normally like whipped cream, but when with Starbucks drinks, I think it's it works really well. And I think I talk about how it's one of my favorite memories over the years, and I'm always super excited to go there, start of December. In terms of that chipboard piece there, that is from Hollywood store, so not from the main kit, but you can purchase that separately. I adhere that down and then using the chipboard star, which is from the main kit there. So that is it, you guys. So here's some close up. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed it. And if you want YouTube to let you know when my next video comes out, please subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!